Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In a society full of subtle and complex changes, there is always an invisible law guiding everything, and that is the law of heaven. This universal law is often hard to see, yet it stretches like a vast net reaching to the horizon, deeply influencing our lives, decisions, and destinies. Heaven and earth are not kind, they treat all things as straw dogs. Before the principles of heaven, all human abilities and skills seem insignificant. Success and failure in life stem from the choice to either follow or defy the will of heaven. Those who stand firm and avoid failure are the ones who understand the ways of heaven. In a noisy society full of temptations, fame and glory can easily lead us astray. To find the answer to life, it is not about chasing fame and wealth, but about listening to oneself and engaging in self-reflection. A single thought can lead to enlightenment. All things can become sacred. In this society full of opportunities and challenges, if we understand the laws of heaven, we can flexibly respond to any situation. Mastering these laws will elevate you above all skills. Listen to the profound truths about life and society, and carefully reflect on the essence hidden within them. Perhaps it will bring a glimmer of hope to your troubled soul, illuminating the path ahead. A person who knows when to walk away while at the peak of success is the one who has truly conquered themselves. Those who can stop at the right moment are the truly strong. Everything follows a law. When things reach their extreme, they reverse, the full moon wanes. If you can retreat and preserve your reputation when you reach the pinnacle, you will find peace in life. Many people, after achieving success, do not know when to stop due to greed and arrogance, ultimately leading to failure. Truly wise people know how to retreat at their peak, preserving their achievements while avoiding risks. 2. If a person desires everything, they will end up with nothing. On the contrary, those who contribute without demanding credit will win people's hearts. Winning people's hearts means winning the world. Those who do not seek anything will eventually gain everything. Excessive greed will lead people astray, leaving them with nothing. Those who know restraint and humility are often respected and supported by others, ultimately gaining more. 3. Those who give flowers will be surrounded by blooming flowers, while those who plant thorns will be surrounded by thorns. Treating others well will ultimately benefit oneself. Harming others will lead to one's own downfall. Building good relationships is like paving the way for oneself. The way we treat others will reflect back on our own lives. Kindness not only benefits others but also creates a better living environment for oneself. 4. Those who try to escape from a place or someone, thinking that moving elsewhere will bring happiness, will never find happiness. Many people leave home in search of a distant paradise, only to return a few months later. Many think they have met the perfect person, but when living together, they are not happy. Some grow weary of worldly life, abandoning people and things to retreat to deep mountains and temples to cultivate themselves. But upon arriving, they realize it is just another escape. If a person's soul is empty and barren, no matter where they are, who they are with, or what they do, they will always feel empty and meaningless. 5. A sign of maturity is realizing that relying on others is not as good as relying on oneself. Only you can save yourself. True happiness comes from within, not from others or external circumstances. When the heart is happy, one will be happy anywhere, with anyone. When the heart is unhappy, no matter where you go or who you are with, you will not be happy. 6. If a person wants to succeed, the most important thing is not how talented they are, but whether they know how to sacrifice small gains for greater achievements. Understanding the principle of sacrificing the small for the greater is a major lesson in life. This is the foundation for all skills in life. To succeed, sometimes we need to sacrifice short-term gains for long-term results. This ability applies not only to business decisions but also to relationships and personal development. 7. Those who always put themselves first will fall into the biggest trap in life. When self-doubt is pushed too far, it becomes a curse, and they will always think they can never escape the vicious cycle of self-pity and anxiety. Only those who know how to step back and let others shine are the true leaders. Those who know how to sacrifice for others will gain support from society. Focusing too much on oneself not only harms relationships but also limits personal growth. On the other hand, those who think of others and are willing to help often receive more opportunities and support. 8. When everything around you seems displeasing, and others' actions never satisfy you, it is a sign that you have not yet cultivated your soul enough. When you have overcome all challenges and can tolerate everything, nothing will bother you anymore. Everyone carries a part of themselves within, it is just that each person expresses it differently. If you see everyone as good and everything as positive, then everything will reflect that and be beautiful. Forgiving others will help you live more lightly and peacefully. 9. Most people believe that having supporters is very important. But in this world, the greatest support is the hearts of the people. Once you win the hearts of the people, no one can stop you. Therefore, become someone who benefits the community, as that is the greatest support you can have. In any society, true strength always comes from the support of the community. Instead of seeking protection from individuals or small groups, strive to have your actions recognized and supported by the masses. This is not only a way to protect yourself but also the best way to express your personal value. 10. There is only one type of failure in life, and that is being defeated by failure. Everyone experiences failure, and when failure comes early, you will become stronger. Do not fear failure, perseverance is the only path to success. Truly strong people are those who have experienced many failures but have never been defeated by them. 11. Caring too much about others' opinions will make you lose yourself. Many people are too concerned about how others perceive them. When praised, they are happy, but when criticized, they suffer. They are always concerned about how they appear in others' eyes. Such people are like walking in someone else's footsteps, gradually losing themselves. Worrying too much about others' opinions will make you lose direction and your unique qualities. True success and happiness come from understanding and staying true to yourself, not from others' evaluations. 12. Knowing how to be a person is always more important than knowing how to work. 10 successes in work cannot cover up one failure in dealing with people. Those who are good at being people will be good at using others. Only working without knowing how to manage and use people makes one an ordinary laborer. Learning to manage and use people will help you achieve greater accomplishments. In modern society, relying solely on individual abilities makes success difficult. Knowing how to cooperate with others, manage, and motivate them is the key to achieving greater goals. 13. When facing problems, those who cannot self-reflect but instead blame others will always be failures. When you see virtuous people, think of ways to learn from them. When you see unvirtuous people, reflect on yourself. When you meet good people, learn from their strengths. When you meet bad people, examine yourself to see if you have similar flaws. Understanding this will make you stronger and more progressive with each challenge you face. 14. Every day, the lotus flowers in a pond double in number compared to the previous day. If on the 30th day the pond is full of lotus flowers, on which day is the pond half full? Is it the 15th day? No, it is the 29th day. On the 29th day, the pond is only half full. On the final day, the lotus flowers bloom to fill the other half at the fastest rate, equal to the total rate of the previous 29 days. This story vividly illustrates the characteristics of exponential growth. Some say that the development of many things is not gradual progress but often tends to grow exponentially. In this process, the initial stage may progress slowly, but later there will be an explosion. This reminds us to be patient and not give up just because the initial progress is slow. Many people start with enthusiasm but give up on the 9th, 19th, or even 29th day. Most people give up when they are just one small step away from success. The closer you get to success, the more difficult things become, and the more effort is needed to maintain it. Success often lies in relentless perseverance. Many people choose to give up when faced with difficulties. They do not realize that if they persevere a little longer, they could welcome a major breakthrough. Therefore, we must learn to maintain faith and willpower in the most challenging times. 15. Good fighters know how to place themselves in an invincible position. They fight for certainties. The key to life lies in knowing how to borrow strength, not just using one's own. The wise method of working is to create a favorable situation first, then seek assistance. With favorable winds, I sailed to the blue sky, achieving much with little effort. Those who do not know how to borrow the wind will always struggle, doing much but achieving little. 16. In this era, there are 3 things to note. First, smart people should not take shortcuts. If smart people choose to use clever tricks, they will eventually be betrayed by their cleverness and face retribution. Second, talent must be accompanied by humility. The more talented a person is, the more they need to integrate into society and not be arrogant. If they distance themselves from the community, they will become increasingly poor and degraded. Third, ordinary people must never be lazy. Many people fail simply because of laziness. In life, hesitation and cowardice are also the most frightening. 17. Never confront petty people, as petty people have their own adversaries. For example, when driving, if someone cuts you off, let them go. Next time, they might encounter a traffic cop. Do not try to win arguments with words. Do not argue with fools, as fools have their own way of life. You cannot save everyone. Everyone has their own way of life, and sometimes they live happier than you. 18. The more you care about something, the easier it is to lose it. The more you crave, the more you lose control. Once obsessed with gain and loss, you will lose all confidence and courage. People have too many desires, they want everything immediately. They see every opportunity as a lifeline to get rich quickly, thus becoming trapped in anxiety and fear. Most failures in life come from 2 words, disaster. The more ambitious a person is, the less they can see the future, while calm people easily see through life. Excessive ambition will cloud our judgment, causing us to lose rationality and clarity. On the other hand, keeping the soul calm and peaceful will help us see the essence of things and make smarter decisions. The higher the position, the more people will scrutinize and scheme. The more outstanding you are, the more criticism you will face. Truly strong people know how to enjoy solitude. When we are in high positions or perform well, we cannot avoid competition and criticism. Truly strong people not only need talent but also need to endure pressure and loneliness. Everyone likes to hear praise and flattery. No one likes to be criticized. The feeling of being suppressed is hard to accept. But remember, pleasant words may make you happy, but they often harm you. Harsh words may hurt, but they help you improve. This is the meaning of the saying, bitter medicine cures sickness. Honest words offend. Sincere words are not beautiful, and beautiful words are often untrustworthy. Flatterers are petty people, while straightforward people who speak the truth are true gentlemen. 22. To seek happiness and peace, there is only one way. That is to treat the world as a place of cultivation. Truly, cultivation is not in temples but in daily life. Learn to cultivate yourself in life, letting all suffering and difficulties train your mind. They help elevate your soul and gain wisdom. When you have experienced all the trials of the world, nothing can destroy you. 23. A person's level of happiness depends on how much they have shared, not how much they have possessed. Every time you take something from the outside, the chance of opposition increases. Only when you learn to give can you reap joy. 24. When the strong and the weak confront each other, people always sympathize with the weak. As long as you are the weaker party, even if you are wrong, you will gain others' sympathy. Conversely, no matter how right you are, if you do not appear weak, you will be criticized. Therefore, living humbly is the best way to handle situations. Knowing how to appear weak is a great wisdom. 25. Facing difficulties is a normal part of life. Everyone, throughout their life, has difficulties they must face. They cannot disappear on their own, nor do they appear without reason. They only shift from one stage to another or from one form to another. 26. Saving yourself is better than relying on others. Placing hope in others leads to failure. In critical moments, only you can help yourself. Others can only help you when you have prepared everything and only need the final step. If you keep relying on others, you will always live under their shadow and never achieve freedom. Relying on others will bind you to them. Heaven helps those who help themselves. 27. Strict discipline is an expression of love, while indulgence is the root of disaster. Leaders, teachers, or bosses who are too kind to you may be setting a sweet trap. They raise high but strike lightly, but in reality, this harms both you and them. Those who are always strict may make you uncomfortable, but in the end, they help you succeed. Strictness is the greatest love. Things that cause you pain often make you grow, while things that bring comfort make you lazy and unambitious. Comfort and ease only increase greed, stupidity, and laziness. Companies that give employees a sense of security will go extinct, while companies that push employees to develop their abilities will thrive. An overly comfortable environment can diminish motivation, while reasonable pressure and challenges stimulate potential and promote personal and organizational growth. 28. The value of a person's assets depends on the value they create for the world. No matter how many great opportunities you have encountered, how much wealth you have accumulated, or how many difficulties you have faced, reality can always bring you back to zero. However, there will always be a major turning point that helps you regain your assets. And in the end, you will receive what you deserve based on what you have done. 29. How much a person can achieve depends on how much they dare to give up. Everything you gain is an exchange for what you have lost. In life, we often have to make choices and give up. Sometimes, to achieve more important things, you need to give up some of what you have. The ability to choose between holding on or letting go is one of the key factors of success. 30. The development of a person often depends on three factors. In the short term, it depends on opportunities, in the medium term, on ability, and in the long term, on character. A person's starting point, whether high or low, is determined by opportunities. How fast or slow a person progresses depends on their ability, and how far they go depends on their character. Therefore, besides seizing opportunities and improving abilities, we need to focus on developing good character. 31. A person's reputation cannot exceed their ability, their wealth cannot exceed their contributions, and their position cannot exceed their capability. If virtue does not match position, disaster is certain. 32. Water that is too clear has no fish. People who are too perfect have no companions. Pursuing perfection too much will make you lose opportunities. A little tolerance can help you gain more support and opportunities. Learn to accept the imperfections of others and yourself, and you will see that life still has many beautiful things. 33. Great things are often not easily seen, and true strength often has no clear form. Do not be deceived by appearances. Learn to feel and utilize invisible things like trust, reputation, and relationships. 34. Everything that reaches its extreme will reverse. Things that develop to the extreme will turn in the opposite direction. Knowing how to balance it is wisdom. In work or life, you should know moderation, not endlessly pursue perfection while neglecting balance. Knowing when to let go brings more opportunities. Life is a continuous process of choosing and giving up. To gain new things, you often have to give up old ones. Learn to let go at the right time, and you will be able to seize new opportunities. 35. Use softness to overcome hardness, and stillness to control movement. Softness does not mean weakness, and stillness does not mean inaction. Learn to use softness to resolve tense confrontations. Use stillness to face external chaos. When you master this, it will bring unexpected results. 36. Nothing is entirely good or bad. In favorable situations, be wary of risks, and in difficulties, see potential opportunities. Learning to think this way will help you better face the ups and downs of life. 37. Understanding oneself and others is crucial. Only when you understand your strengths and weaknesses, and also understand your opponent, can you make correct judgments and decisions in any situation. 38. Accumulate deeply, Develop sustainably. True success is not something that happens in an instant but the result of long-term accumulation. Do not rush to achieve results immediately. Instead, patiently accumulate knowledge, experience, and abilities. When opportunities come, you will be able to succeed easily. 39. View the present from the perspective of the future. Before doing anything, think about the ultimate goal. When planning from a long-term vision, you will see that current distractions are not so important. 40. Train the ability to observe details to understand the big picture. In small things, important matters are often hidden. Learn to detect problems from small signs so you can solve them before they become serious. 41. You attract people similar to yourself. To develop yourself, you must actively approach outstanding people. Your circle of connections will determine your thinking and opportunities. 42. True harmony is not always agreeing but finding balance in differences. Learn to appreciate and tolerate those with different views while maintaining your own stance. Such communication can be sustainable. 43. Plan carefully before acting. Know when to stop to achieve success. Before acting, think carefully, and after achieving success, know when to stop. Being too hasty leads to mistakes, and being too greedy brings disaster. 44. The ocean is vast and there are hundreds of rivers. Only with tolerance can one grow strong. A truly strong person is not one who eliminates differences but one who tolerates everything. Learn to appreciate and accept different views and cultures. Before you act, your world will become larger. An open mind and tolerance will help you easily face the complexity of the world. 45. Go with the flow, borrow strength to move forward. Life is like rowing a boat upstream. If you don't advance, you will retreat. But a smart person knows how to observe and grasp the situation, and doesn't always have to go upstream. Learn to recognize favorable trends and borrow strength to achieve your goals. This will not only save effort but also avoid unnecessary waste. 46. Don't judge a hero by success or failure. Don't consider victory or defeat as the ultimate goal. The value of life should not be measured solely by success or failure. True victory lies in the result of maturity and perseverance on the path you choose. Even if it is a temporary failure, if you learn valuable experiences, it is also a kind of success. 47. Still water is deep, thick cracks carry things. Truly strong people are often discreet and profound. Don't always try to show off. Learn to accumulate inner strength. Just like the ground silently bears the weight of everything. When your abilities and qualities are strong enough, you will naturally receive respect and recognition from others. These laws teach us that success does not only depend on external achievements, but also on inner maturity and things that bring value to society. In this complex world, we need to keep our inner self strong and not be fascinated by external things. Persistently pursue your own path. When facing success, keep a humble attitude. When facing difficulties, rise up yourself. Don't be fooled by the appearance of good and evil, but see through the nature of things.